Claude Code is my favorite AI coding agent, and in this video I want to show you full pipeline of how I use Claude Code in the existing repository. We will use python-pptx library as an example. So this library can generate slides in pptx format for you using Python. And in this library you can generate different types of like content on the slide, and one of content is like shapes, so you can add shapes to slides. And for these shapes, we will add new functionality, which is a reflection of a shape. So I think you know what is a shadow of a shape. So it means when below the shape there's some shadow. It is already there in the library, but reflection functionality is not in the library. And in this video, I will show you how we can implement this feature, how we plan it beforehand, also how we test it, how we use Claude Code to set up our environment. So basically full workflow. So if you're interested, please continue watching. Okay, so I have my repository checked out. So now I'm going to start Claude in my terminal. Okay, Claude is started. The first thing I want to do here when I started Claude is generate CLAUDE.md file. So this file is kind of an instruction for Claude, how this repository works, what it does, how to run it, etc., etc. So in order to initialize it, you can just run init command in Claude, and it will explore the repository and collect all the information and generate this initial version for you. Of course, you can improve this CLAUDE.md file later, and you should, I think, but this is a good start, and this is like the first thing I want to do in a new repository. Okay, now we have CLAUDE.md generated. We can look at it. So it has like project overview, version, how to test it, linting, documentation, building, architecture of the project, key concepts. So you see it's quite a solid file, which will be included into every session you do with Claude, which can be useful for Claude, because otherwise how it would know the architecture of the project. Okay, so I think I'm happy with it. Now let's start our task. So we wanted to generate a new feature, which is shape reflection. So I go into Claude window and I want to run clear command, which will clear all the context before, so we don't spend additional tokens, additional money, and the quality is better. And it's a good practice when you start something new, some new feature or new bug fix, always start a new session in Claude. Now I want this feature to be implemented, and because this can be quite a large feature, instead of asking Claude to implement it directly, I will use plan mode. In order to go to plan mode, you need to press Shift Tab on your keyboard until you see plan mode on. In this mode, Claude will not modify your files, but it will explore things and will create a plan for the feature implementation. And usually it works much better when you use plan mode than without plan mode. So my prompt is, I want to implement shape reflection functionality. No tests for now, just the feature itself. Ask me some questions about the implementation and create a plan. I explicitly ask Claude to ask myself questions about the implementation. I know that when you start plan mode, it can ask questions itself, but when you are explicit about this, it will just ask more questions instead of making decisions itself. Without that, Claude likes to make decisions and not tell you about them, or just implement them. So let's run this prompt. Okay, now you can see that Claude is asking me questions. So should this reflection API support both reading existing reflections and creating, modifying? Let's go with both read and write. Which reflection properties? So let's go with basic. What API style would you prefer accessing reflection settings? Let's go with recommended. Let's go with all shapes here and submit all the answers. So for answers you submit, you can usually type some custom answer, not just select from predefined answers. But still, I think having this questionnaire when you are unsure about the implementation is quite useful, and you will know what to expect from the model. Now you see that while creating the plan, it is running two explore agents. It means that In parallel, it runs two processes. Each of them does its own exploration of the code base, focusing on one side of the implementation. Okay, the plan is ready. I can now read it. So it's overview, some requirements, architecture patterns, implementation steps. So I think we can just read all the details of this plan if we wanted to. Then the plan includes verification steps. Because I asked it to have no tests, it just suggests me how I can test it myself and provides with the code. So we will do that later. Some risks, dependencies. Okay, so now we have multiple options. So we can either iterate on the plan, then we go with for and type something if we want to change something in the plan. Then we can clear the context and auto accept edits. So if we want to just make model a bit more precise and have only this plan as an input, or we can continue working in the current session. I think we're fine to clear in context and auto accept edits, and let's go with this option. Okay, so the feature is implemented, and now what I want to do is I want to use Claude Code to create me Python environment where I can test the implemented feature. So I will ask Claude to now create local Python env in this folder, install the library, and then generate Python script to test shape reflection and run the script using the env. I continue work in the same context because I wanted to know what it has done before. So Claude created the script called test shape reflection, and now it wants to run it using the environment. So you see that venv is now here, so it also created the environment and install the library. So let's run the script. Okay, so the Claude has done its job. It even wanted to create some final guide, and I interrupted it. Now we have not just script that it ran, but also the output. So we have the final pptx file. We can open it and see how reflection works and what was it. So you can see that for all different types of shapes, we see their reflection implemented, which is exactly what we requested it to do. So in this video, we looked at how to use Claude Code, not just to write code, but also to plan new features, to create an environment for your development, and how to create and run some test scripts. Please subscribe to our channel. We post every week some useful tutorials on Claude Code and other coding agents. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.